This segment is being brought to you by Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Join us in preserving and protecting Tennessee's wildlife. All right, welcome back, everyone. And I'm going to give a big shout out to a friend of mine that always watches the show, no matter what, Jimmy Choke. Jimmy, love you, brother. Thank you so much for being a faithful watcher. I tell you what, he contacts me all the time, lets me know what's going on. I really appreciate it, Jimmy, very, very much. And by the way, I got to meet another viewer of the show, a regular that watches every week, and he got to see him at Home Depot the other day, in a Home Depot that I don't ever go in, but I said something about some plumbing parts, and he said, "You're Hugh McMillan?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he said, "I know that voice." And I said, "It tends to give me away every now and then." But I had a real nice talk with him, and he sent some pictures in. We're going to show those next week. But man, I need to hang out with him more. He's catching some big rockfish right now, and I need to go with him a few times. But we look forward to having his pictures on here next week. All right, my guest tonight is Adam Tilley. Adam is with Sport Dog Brand, and what we've been talking about is, you know, after you decide that you want to start using dogs, and a lot of people make that decision early, some make it late in life, you know, just it doesn't matter when, but a dog is a great companion for you anyway. They'll sit in the front seat with you, they'll sit in the back seat, they'll sit in the back end of the truck, they'll be in the dog box. They don't care, they just want to go.
Yes.
And so, you know, if you got a friend like that, you want to take care of them.
Yes, you do.
And, you know, and what we've been talking about is Sport Dog seemingly, to me, has come up with products that will fit any and every hunting scenario where you can use a dog.
Yes.
I mean, you guys have thought about this from even the guys that do the close range work, like 500 yards. We were talking about duck hunters. You know, they're not going to send a dog out there 500 yards to get a duck. Up to almost 25 miles.
10 miles.
Yeah,
10 miles.
10 miles. That's a long ways.
It is.
You could be in another county.
You could, yes.
And so, you know, and you're talking about those kind of dogs, you're mainly, and I've seen this, rabbit dogs will jump a deer out of a thicket sometimes,
yep.
And they forget that they're after the little cottontails when they see the whitetail, and just go after it. So they could be in a you know, 10 miles away in a couple of hours.
Yes, very quickly.
And if you're not sure, and you didn't see which way you went, this could come in very handy.
Yes, it could. Yes.
So let's start off. We went to 3/4 mile was our last one,
yes,
right?
Yeah, it was.
All right, Adam. Tell me what have we got here now?
So what we're looking at is 1825. And the 1825, this is the first one that you can see with the handheld that actually has a toggle switch on it. Now, the 1825 is a true 1 mile range. We're also dealing, again, with the lithium-ion batteries, the dry-tech technology. But that toggle switch that you can see right there next to the dial is actually going to enable you to run 6 collars off one remote.
6?
Up to 6 collars, yes.
And that could be 5 dogs and you.
Now this is just collars only.
Oh, collars only.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are what we've done so far is we're just dealing with the tracking systems.
Okay.
And you had mentioned something earlier about how we've thought of everything. I'd like to point out the fact that our tagline is gear the way you design it. We don't have just engineers that sit in a cubicle all day and fix stuff up. Our salesmen, our marketing team,
y'all actually get out there and hunt.
They are out there hunting every chance they can get. So anything that we have that's put into our remote trainers or any of our products is a direct result of somebody in the field telling us, hey, we want this in a system, and we did it.
I understand, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this now because I've talked with you a bunch. You're not a hunter. You're the one that has to sit there and listen to those other guys say, can you do this?
So yeah, you're right. The engineers made it, and it was my job to figure out how it works. So I'm the techie guy that goes around and tells you how to use it. How you want to use it is up to you.
Just tell them, do you have an app for it? Yeah. I tell you what, we got a couple of calls right quick. Let's take line 1. Tyler, how can we help you tonight?
Hugh, I just wanted to thank you for the good time that we had a couple weekends ago and a great show.
That's right. Tyler is my newest best hunting buddy now, and we had a good time, didn't we, Tyler?
Yes, sir.
We solved the world's problems in about 2.5 hours on our first sit, and then I realized that Tyler didn't bring enough food for both of us. So Tyler, we had to go get us some food, didn't we?
Yep.
And then when we got there, the police were there arresting his dad. No, they weren't. They weren't getting arrested, but it did. I started to say, Tyler, let's just pass them on up and see what's going on here. But we had a great time, didn't we, Tyler?
Yes, sir.
Well, I look forward to hunting with you again, brother.
Okay.
I'll see you soon. And we're going to mention, Tyler also is helping me remember that Las Casas Feed Mill is hosting a turkey shoot November the 19th for the Las Casas. All the proceeds go to the Las Casas Volunteer Fire Department. I think they need some new equipment, new gear, stuff like that. The fire departments always need something because they use a lot of stuff. So go help them out. November 19th, Las Casas, Tennessee, over there by Murfreesboro. Go try out your favorite shotgun and see if you win some turkeys out there. I went to a turkey shoot at Kroger's. No, I didn't. But thank you, Tyler. And we got Marty. Marty, how can we help you tonight?
Hey, Hugh. I just wanted to thank Sport Dog out there.
Yeah, this is Marty Robbins. Marty, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing well. I saw you got another deer the other day.
Yes, sir. I was just calling in, though. I want to thank Sport Dog for their invention, and you know my dog.
That's right. And you got them on him.
Fairly hunting dogs. They're more family dogs. I got healers, and able to take my dog on the job and
he does
where I want to, and I don't even have to shock him or nothing like that. Just one little beep and he U-turns and comes stand right beside me.
That's all it takes too, brother. Well, I tell you what, Marty's right. He's got some beautiful healers and he carries them everywhere with him.
That's fantastic. We really like to hear that.
He does treat those even in the summer, Marty, those dogs stay up under your truck and you give them water all the time. They're just awesome.
And if a neighbor has a cat or something they see and take off after it, all I got to do is push one little button and it beeps, and my dogs come running
right back. Well, thank you so much for calling, Marty. We really appreciate it. We love you, brother.
All right. Thank you, Sport Dog.
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you. All right. We got on 2. Anthony, how can we help you tonight?
Have any fish been fighting on Old Hickory?
On Old Hickory?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, seeing a lot of good pictures coming in on crappie. A lot of good reports on crappie fishing on Old Hickory. It started off the other day in 6 to 8 feet of water, and now it's about 8 to 10 foot of water on brush piles. But right now, crappie are firing it up on Old Hickory.
Yeah, I was trying to catch a catfish, but I couldn't catch one.
Well, I tell you what, the catfish ought to bite pretty good now, you think?
Yeah.
Are you near a creek?
No.
Well, you get near a creek, and I tell you what, you're going to have crappie on the edges, but you'll have some of those catfish right there in that main creek.
Yes, sir.
Try using a hot dog. Go get you a hot dog and eat about 3/4 of it, and save 1/4 of it to use for bait. Okay?
Okay, thank you. I'm going to let you go.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. And we got G. How can we help you, G?
Hey, how are you, Hugh?
Hey, Frank. What are you doing, brother?
Actually, it's G, but hey, listen, Hugh, I wanted to say something.
Okay.
I never was a hunter very much. But I can tell you, I'm really proud of the guy that's sitting right across from you. That's my son.
Oh, is it? That's the reason.
I hope I don't embarrass him by doing this, but just want to call and say, hey, we're proud of you.
Well, G, has he always loved dogs?
Oh, yeah, we've always had a dog growing up, as long as I can remember.
Well, awesome. Well, I tell you what, he has flat helped us keep our dogs, I promise you. G, we appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you, Hugh. Thanks for taking the call.
You're welcome, sir. Have a great holiday season, and it's always fantastic when family calls.
Yeah, all the way from Knoxville.
Now, all right, now you put into words a minute ago the salespeople, the reps, the field people that you have, testers and things like that, are constantly coming back. Getting you to tweak this or tweak that, and now we're not talking about, these products didn't just come out in the last 2 or 3 months. Y'all have got a lot of experience with these products. They're being tested through time and experience. Tell us a little bit, what are people saying about it?
So I'm glad that you asked. You know, we boast a 10-mile range for the Tech 2.0. I've got a good buddy who works for a distributor, and he lives in Arkansas and hunts a lot in Mississippi and Arkansas in some deep timber. Yeah. And I asked him, I said, you know, give me your standpoint as a user. What do you find? And he doesn't really get a lot of interference when it's out there. He said in the big timber he's maybe lost signal once or twice, and it was only for a couple of seconds, and that makes me feel good about that, you know, because we've had some people come back and say, oh well, you know, in the deep timber or in the brush or, you know, in the hollers and the mountains and stuff like that, you don't really, you boast this particular set of mileage, but you only get this much. And it made me feel good to know that, you know, I can, you know, I trust this guy, and he's out here, you know, and he give me, you know, real feedback. He's not going to blow smoke. And you know, we have tons of category managers. You know, one of my favorites is Clay Thompson, and he's up in North Dakota. And you know, we come out with a product, or we're thinking about coming out with a product. They'll make a prototype. They'll send it to Clay, and he's out there all the time. I mean, from October to February, you can just expect not to talk to him because he's in the field.
He's in the field.
He's doing it. And that's pretty much most of our category managers and kind of our engineers and that design process. You know, they're out with their buddies, and their buddies say, hey, can you do this? And then we take it back to our headquarters and we say, you know, they're wanting this, can we try it? And so it really is. It's tried and true, and it's tested and it's tested and it's tested. This stuff is tested for months, sometimes even years, before it comes out to market. Okay. So we don't ever release anything prematurely.
Sounds great. Well, I tell you what, we got to do our tip of the week right now. Here's our tip of the week, being sponsored by Davidson County Farmers Co-op over there on Dickerson Road. Scott and those fine folks over there are there to help you with any of your animal needs. By the way, they have Sport Dog there. You can go there and purchase Sport Dog, and that's how we got to meet them at the Customer Appreciation Day. So go out there and check them out. This week's tip is an easy one for you. Let me tell you something. I hear guys all the time. I've been raised around deer hunters all my life, and they're like, my gun was on when I put it up. It's going to be on when I bring it out. And there's no need of me going out there and practicing. There's always a need to practice. Always a need to practice. Please don't take for granted that you think that your gun is on with modern gun season coming on. Please go out there. If you don't do anything but shoot 2 or 3 rounds, just get yourself familiar again with your gun and make sure that it's on and it didn't get knocked around in the closet or the safe, or it didn't fall over. You owe it to that deer to make sure that you take it humanely. Okay? We appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Marty's in the house over here. He's got something that smells really good, and it looks like a Reuben from over here. So hurry back to more Southern Woods and Waters.